Hi everyone, this is Sabrina. I'm back with a process video on how I did these tags. These are the tags that I did for the Let It Flow, my Let It Flow project. And so I'm back with a process video on how I did these. I'm recording at a different time of day and I know the light is a little bit, I don't know, the light always looks funny to me, so bear with me. For these tags, you can cut out a tag. You can, cut out whatever shape tag or start with a pre-made tag. And I used these tags that I got from Joann. They came 30 in a pack, and it's the, I always forget the name. I think it's Miss Sparkle & Co. or something like that. It's the pack that you get. They're in the $2 bin. So I started with this. I am loving this. I am absolutely loving this. I showed this. This is the 3D Texture Fade Sizzix. It's Tim Holtz Sizzix 3D Texture Fades. I showed this in my latest haul video, and I love it. This is the most recent one, which is called Kaleidoscope, and it reminds me, I don't know, it reminds me of like snow. So this is what it looked. This is a very sturdy, heavy-duty embossing folder, and you can look at it when you open it and see how detailed and how strong and sturdy this embossing folder is. I use the Tim Holtz Christmas quote chips, Nuvo Embellishment Mousse. This is like two of my favorite things right now. And some paper punches. So I started with the pre-made tag and I used the 2.5 inch scallop punch. This is the Paper Studios scallop punch. And I punched also. I think for this season, because I'm just so in love with this paper, I'm using this this sugar blush, which I still have not seen at my Michael's, that my friend Tanya gave me. Thank you so much, sis. This is the pad that I have been working out of, that I think I'm gonna try to use this whole pad. And I am not a whole pad kind of girl, but I love every pattern and paper in this paper pad. Okay, so I cut a 2.5 inch scallop punch, and then I used this 1.5 inch punch and just cut a different pattern. Okay, so I adhere the 2.5 inch scallop punch to the to my pre-made tag, and with paper to paper I always use the what is this glue called? Everybody knows, oh, the art glitter glue paper, art glitter glue. And then I adhere it. I just eyeball it, center it. And I usually use my bone folder. Sorry for shaking the table, which I don't have. So you have that. Then you take this, and for the sake of time and because my big shot is on the other side of the room, I have one pre-made, but you position your piece into the embossing folder, and actually what they tell you to do, I did it sometimes and sometimes I didn't do it, but they advise that you just spritz, that you do a spritz on the front of water and a spritz on the back. The idea is that it softens the paper a little bit and it holds the detail better. I haven't compared. I tend to try to spritz it, but I know I've put it through a couple times without spritzing. So you put it in the folder and then you send it through your Big Shot or whatever your embossing machine is. And like I said, for the sake of time, I have one already. Now I actually made a mistake, and which one is that? Yeah, I put this one in backwards and it's still beautiful. Like, to me, it's still beautiful like that. But you can see that the indentations, and then on this side you can see that it's raised more because I put it in backwards. So I had to do another one. And that's this one here. And you can see all of the beautiful, beautiful detail. Okay, so after that, I take my embellishment mousse, and this one is Indian Gold. And I use these, what do you call these? Ink blenders, I believe. These are the Holtz ink blenders. And I forgot to bring, I'm going to use this so I don't mess up my background. And I just go over it. And I'm not sure if you guys can see, I know I'm shaking the table everywhere, but you can see how beautiful this embellishment mousse goes on. So smooth and nice, and it has, it does have mica powder in it, which is what gives it that, that metallic, that shimmer. And then I kind of distress over the edges as well. I love it. I love it when I can use something so, like, use one or two products and so easily get something that looks so incredibly beautiful to me. Look how pretty that is. And that's just the tag, the paper, the embossing folder, and the embellishment mousse. And of course you can go over, you know, you can go over the back. I left mine as it was. Let me close this up really quick. So from this point, because the tags already, you know, they had a hole, I punched through and added an eyelet. And again, for the sake of time, that's all that this is. So it's from this step here, and then I punched a hole and added the eyelet to it. Now on these that I created with the 1.5 inch punch, I had the stickers to put on. I also did a couple of them where I just used some of these glitter, these puffy, these foam glitter stickers from the Dollar Tree. And I just went and got a one of these foam adhesives because I don't want to use this one. I want to use this one. So I adhered one of these foam on the back, and this is at 1.5 inch. And again, whatever you embellish it with, whatever, if you have a sticker that works well, whatever you have. And then I adhered it to the center. And I think what I'm going to do with this one, because I don't have any more of these stickers that I want to use, also several of the sayings I tried to use like the smaller, you know, the smaller ones that kind of fit well. And these are a lot larger. So, you know, when I was trying to figure out and maybe put seasonings, ingredients, like for me, I don't like the way it looked. I didn't like the way, because they were too large. So I think what I'm going to do instead with this one is just put this Joy. And I forgot, because I'm on camera, and that's what happens when I'm on camera. So for this 1.5 inch circle, and for the sentiments, I went ahead and I distressed, and I'm using the Holtz Distress ink in tea dye. So I just quickly, you know, distress around the edges just so that you don't see that, like, that white edge on the paper. And adhere that to the center, and then I distressed the actual sentiments that I was using. I like how it does go over, but I kind of like that. That's the whole point of why I'm distressing it. So you can kind of see like that kind of smoky edge. And like I said, since I don't have any more of these stickers, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my focal point the sentiment, which is joy. And because this is what I have on hand right now, I'm gonna just use my Fabri-Tac and adhere that to the center. I think that's cute too. Okay, and then, I don't know if it's quicker. So I have a white snowflake, and again, I'm just going to use some of this Fabri-Tac. White snowflake, and then I have a gold snowflake. Which I'm going to put right off of the edge. For me, I always say I like sparkle or shimmer, I like texture, and I love dimension. So I always try to include those elements into my projects. So then I have some ribbon. And I know I almost forgot my bling. Okay, so, and I like to use these sheets. I showed this in my haul as well. These are the sheets of the, what are they called? They're called gems? I don't know. They're from Walmart. Yes, adhesive gemstones. That's what they're called. And they come in strips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like using these. And of course, when I'm doing this off camera, I add an additional little dot of adhesive just to assure that they do not come off in travel, or when it's on a gift or whatever. So I just put an extra little dot of glue on there. I don't know if you probably can't hear it, but I'm in my craft room. And my son and my granddaughter are practicing because she plays softball, and all I hear is the clanging of the bat as she's hitting the balls that he's pitching to her. She's only 4 years old, my granddaughter, and she's on an 8U softball team. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so there you have it. I think these are beautiful, and it's so simple, and it's so easy to get, to get that look from this embossing folder and this embellishment mousse. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little process video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you've had a great day. I hope you're having a great day. God bless you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.